Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Three Stacks, and today I want to basically share my progress with you guys. I got top eight today at UDS. I made fifth place, which was pretty awesome. Today it was really tough. It was very difficult. Like just trying to basically outplay Zodiacs. They were running rampant. I was actually expecting it, and honestly, I think I need to make a new addition to my side deck of Flying Seas. I really think you guys should try to side those in because all Zodiacs do is XYZ, and I felt that if I was siding those, I probably would have had a easier time playing against them. But nonetheless, today I bodied everybody, 2-0'd everybody except for my homeboy James. His Cosmo artifacts. He was the first person I played, and in my top eight round, I ended up losing to Zodiac Kaiju's, and it was pretty broken. Just the plays he was making, it was amazing, and him and James, they outplayed me fair and square. I don't ever make excuses for losing. I don't be like, oh, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. What happened happened. They outplayed me fair and square. They simply their skill level was able to match my skill level and also exceed it. So they beat me fair and square. But nonetheless, I'm very happy I got top. So everybody who top eight today got these cool little keychains. It was Ultimate Duelist Series UDS and this little pin. So I'm just gonna add these to the trophies. And this is the sixth or seventh time in a row consistently that I've been topping. So this is the seventh week on a roll. The Heralds are on a roll, you guys. And this is the new addition with the Cyber Angel support. Just the Natasha. She's the only thing that I felt was relevant out of the Raging Tempest Cyber Angel support. Now, what Natasha did was enable my Herald to sit on the board without being attacked over. Like I had that problem. You guys have heard it in the past where I'm like, they just reveal alternative and attack over me. And even though I'm running Honest, I only have 2 copies of Honest, and it's just not enough all time. So having Cyber Angel, Natasha, and Herald of Perfection on the board is very powerful because not only can you negate any of their plays, but they can't attack Herald. So they really have to basically play around him the right way, which is burn me out of all my fairies in my hand and then make their plays, which is very hard because of how consistent this deck is, how much pluses it's able to generate, and how it's able to just overwhelm your opponent. Today it was actually amazing. I got to OTK2 Zodiac players going second. Now that was very impressive, and it was just like it really it reinvested my faith in this deck. I've loved this deck for a very long time, and it naturally most people think Heralds aren't able to OTK, but I actually was able to OTK 2 Zodiac players today. It was amazing, and so the deck is just it's getting better and better. There's still so many different variants I want to try out on it, but I'm basically showing you guys my current progress and the build that I took today to UDS and got top 8 with, fifth place. So let's hop right into this. Still the standard 3 out of perfection. This is the man. He's your master playmaker. He is just amazing. A lot of the synergy comes from him, and it's a little versatile. If they do deep barrier you, you can still make XYZ plays, but you would preferably try to bait out the deep barrier by trying to make a rank play so they deep barrier XYZs because he's more important than anything in your extra deck. You can live off of him and not make any extra deck plays, which it's viable. So I think he's just very broken. He's one of the best monsters in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And a lot of people are getting salty off of him. It's just really broken. He did justice for me today. Like I did very well. I'm very happy about this deck and its progress. These are my babies. If you guys didn't know this about Three Stacks, I love me some Heralds. And then we're running 3 Pom Pom Girl. Now Pom Pom Girl is just the synergy card with Herald of Perfection. The best way to summon Herald is by tributing her, getting your search, and banishing your Dawn to add her back. So essentially, you ritual summon for Herald, and it only costs you 1 card. And because you get so much pluses in this deck, it's viable that you actually make your first turn board and end with 6 cards in hand when you started with 5. So not only do you get your entire field presence, you also get a +1, which is amazing. It happened 3 times today. Playing like I literally opened up, Herald, went into Ouroboros, Cyber Dragon Infinity. Actually was able to end in 5 cards. And one time I went Herald and just Ouroboros and ended on 6 cards. It was just amazing. So these are the number one, the best blue cards. But I am running Natasha. Natasha. She is broken. I love this chick so much. She is just amazing. Natasha. And she's beautiful. She's a hot chick, man. I really am digging this girl. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Very good synergy with the deck. I actually may incorporate a third Galaxy Soldier because she does allow you to make additional rank 5 plays aside from Infinity. I can actually make Artifact Durandal now. It actually came up where I was like, you know what, if I had a Galaxy Soldier in my hand, I could make another rank 5. So I may stick to that in the future. The deck's always going through changes, but this girl is broken. If you guys don't know what Cyber Angel Natasha does, she says while she's on the field, if a ritual monster is attacked, you can negate it. You can negate that attack. It's not once per turn, so you cannot attack my ritual monsters. And this is why this is so broken. Because if you can't attack my ritual monsters, you have to either out them with the kaiju, which if you had the kaiju, you would have already used it by then. So you have to out them by card effects. And the cool thing with that is Herald of Perfection, he negates any of the card effects that will try to touch him or her. And the more broken part about Natasha, it's not just the fact that she fends off attacks. There's two different broken parts about her. Everything is basically broken. I just love this girl so much. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster you control, gain life points equal to half of that monster's attack. This chick literally helped me going into time. I would have lost if it wasn't for her effect. What I did was I targeted my Constellar Diamond because I was playing against like this Lightsworn Zodiac variant. Target Constellar Diamond. I gained 1350 light points, and it was my final turn. Now I was at 4200, and he actually was at 5000. And what I did was I gained 1350, which put me at 5550. I passed turn. My turn was the last turn because we're in time, and I won the game because of Natasha. Natasha. And finally, the most broken part about her is, of course, you have to ritual summon her the proper way to use this effect. But if she's in the grave, you can banish one Cyber Angel monster, which would be Benton, and target one face-up monster your opponent controls, special summon Natasha, and take control of that monster. This chick was one of the ultimate comeback plays, because also you can play the bait game. You want Natasha back out on the field, but you can actually activate her effect just to bait out and negate like a strike, and then make your actual play. And there was a time when I actually summoned my stick, and I was going to activate his effect. I had Chair in hand. They negated it with Solemn Strike. Then I played Instant Fusion, brought back my stick, via Norden, revealed my Chair, specialed it, overlaid, popped the face down. It was a bait. He actually set a Pot of Desires. And then I brought out my Natasha. It was just ridiculous. Like, the plays I was making today were just broken. I will say, you guys, if you guys are playing Zodiacs, I totally understand. Because after what I experienced today, I see why people are running them. Like, I had a really, really hard time playing against them. And sorry if I ramble too much on Natasha. I just really want to stress how powerful she is. She is really, really viable for the deck. I think just having her just completes my deck. I've always been searching for just that that extra spice, something to make my deck like just super duper OP, and Natasha was it. She was what I was looking for a long time. And then the best engine, triple stick and my throne, because this is Team King of Games, so we're kings. And I decided to place my scale back in, because after long playtesting and dueling and going to different events and tournaments, it came up too many times where I could have special summoned my scepter via Ritual Sanctuary and searched scale. Every time I just searched Sovereignty. And the thing with that is when you special summon him via Ritual Sanctuary and search scale, you can then normal summon scale and practically make a free XYZ play. And when I wasn't running scale, it was coming up where I special him, search for Chair, and I couldn't do anything from there. I just had to leave him on the field because I couldn't bring out my other Chair. So I really was just like, you know what, I have to put my scale back in. Originally, I took him out just because of deck space, not because he's bad, but I had to put him back in because he's another target. He just gives you more fairies to negate. Great synergy card when he's an XYZ material. As long as that monster has materials, anytime a player special summons from the hand, if it's me or you, I get to draw one card, which is amazing. Similar to Max C, but not as broken. Nonetheless, this is a ritual deck, so ritual summoning happens from hand. So when you ritual summon for your Herald, you ritual summon for free, because ritual summoning for Herald costs one card because you banish Dawn, you add Benton back to your hand, then you search off of Benton. So it costed 3 cards from hand, right? And then you end up gaining 2 back. And then once he successfully summoned, if you have the XYZ with scale, you'll draw a card. So you made a Herald of Perfection at absolutely no cost at all. Very, very broken. I think it's very viable. And a lot of players do special summon from hand. So it comes up where you'll actually get that draw off of him. So I think that him just having this addition, it's really good that he's back in my deck. I had him in my deck a while back, and I was just, tweaking around. This deck has went through like 15 changes now. And I think I'm going to keep him in for the long run, because he really did come through for me a lot. Like, just having that additional target from my staff, really broken. So, like I said, this is the best engine, the Star Seraphs. This is what breaks boards. It's just really, really powerful. And it lets you draw into those combo pieces that extra Raigeki. If you were side decking Kaijus to help you draw into the raw spear mode or the Kaiju, it really did help me today a lot. And then too honest, because he's just too broken not to run. I mean, like, man, it's just too good. Because it's just like, man, if they somehow find a way to attack over anything you have, you just drop the honest, and that could be game for them. It's just too broken. You have to run him, in my opinion. And then two Galaxy Soldiers, still rocking the two. I think it's perfect at two. I'm definitely gonna try to incorporate a third one because Natasha is a level 5, and you can use the third Galaxy Soldier, which naturally would be dead, to actually just make a free Durandal. So it came up today. I may do an update. Well, you guys already know I'm always doing updates on my Heralds. And then one Handy Manny, my helping hand, one Manju. It came up a couple times where I was like, if I had that extra Manju, it would help. But the thing was, when I was running him at 3, I drew into him too much. And then when I cut him down to 2, it was like, okay, it's like I see him and now I see another one. Like, what's going on? What's up with that? So I just cut him down to 1 completely. He's absolutely searchable in the deck. And realistically, he's actually just a level 4 just to make rank 4s. His searchability comes up, but the deck has already too much searching. It has enough searching, so you don't have to max out on him if you don't want to. He honestly would just be that extra Benton, that extra Natasha, but the way my deck flows, like, it never fails me, it never lets me down, and I think I'm just going to keep him at 1 for the time being. And that's it for the monster count. If you guys are getting impatient, I do apologize. I really am trying to go in depth on my explanations so you understand why I run the things that I run and how they help me in the long run. Every single individual card in my deck has been play tested and theorized to the maximum and has been taken to different events and tournaments. Each individual deck, every single individual deck, every individual card in my deck has very, very deep meaning to me. Every single card has to be good at any given time. There's ratios and there's situations where, say, you're going first, when you draw this, will this be good? So it's been through a lot of changes, and the reason I'm running my deck the way it is now is because this is the most consistent way for me to play. Like, it's the most consistent build on my Heralds I've had up to date. And let's hop into these spells. We've got 3 of the Juice and Berries, the best +1 in the game. This, you just got to maximize on it. For some reason, this card loves me so much and also hates me so much because I see it on my draw. And then Pot of Desires, for some reason, I always banish at least 1, like almost every game. It's ridiculous. But you have to run it because it's just it's a very, very broken +1. And essentially, if you see this and a Benton, you see this in a Prep, you see this and a Manju, you see this and a Ritual Sanctuary, that guarantees your Herald and your Stick Chair combo. Really, really broken. And for the next +1 of the deck, triple Pot of Desires. Now, most people may be on debate, like, maybe you shouldn't run this in the deck, but you have to understand, I am a competitive player. I'm not really a budget player. I'm not, and for you budget players, I am sorry, but you can find, alternatives for the Pot of Desires. But me personally, I'm a competitive player, so I need the extra draw power in my deck. Because once I make my established board, I search all my combo pieces. I went Herald, I went Stick Chair. That Pot of Desires is going to come through with the clutch because I might get 2 extra fairies from out of gate. I might draw that Soul Charge, that Raigeki, that Vanity's Emptiness. It always comes through. And this deck is so broken because it searches and pluses on an insane level that's like unseen. It's just ridiculous. And so Pot of Desires is always going to be good after you're searching. And this deck is able to dig and dig and dig for all your combo pieces before you play Pot of Desires. So it's perfect because now after that, whatever you banish, you either already have it in your hand or you have extra copies of it in your deck to back you up. So it never really kills me. And I actually desire 2 times, like probably on an average 50% of my games, just because I'm able to recycle my spells back into my main deck and also recycle my monsters back into my main deck, which essentially the combo is you recycle 4 spells via Ritual Sanctuary and then 3 monsters via Daigusto Emerald, which puts 7 cards back into your deck, which also helps you to resolve your second desires without making your deck too thin. And the cards that you put back in, you rather those be banished than the other cards you haven't seen yet. So it kind of just fixes the ratio. It's a cool way to play. It is a spell, so you can always discard it with Ritual Sanctuary to search. And again, it's just a really broken +1. And even if you draw into multiples, this fixes everything. This is probably the best spell in the deck, best card in the deck aside from Herald. There's just too much good stuff with my deck. Ritual Sanctuary, I call this Las Vegas nickname. Nickname Juice and Berries, nickname The Sauce, and nickname Las Vegas. Now this card allows me to live more. This is my synergy card. This is, I search for days, I search for days. I recycle my spells, recycle my Raigeki, recycle my soul charge so I can draw into them in future plays. And you draw so much that you're actually able to resolve. Today, the most I resolved Raigeki was 3 times in a game. I resolved soul charge twice in one game. It's just really, really broken. This field spell is absolutely amazing. It's like, wow, it's too strong. Able to search and revive. It's like the built-in effects are everything you would need in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! The ability to search and the utility to recycle and also, special summon, which basically is like a monster reborn that recycles spells and searches. It's just really, really broken. This spell helps me to survive in grind games. It helps me to search my additional combo pieces or that extra fairy for that negate. I think this is absolutely amazing. And then, sorry guys if I sound like Sam from Team Samurai. I'm not limited. I'm not limited to a one card. I mean, to a one, a one word vocabulary. Like, no, I'm not. I'm not with none of that. And triple Donna the Herald. It's really, really broken. It basically just lets you ritual summon practically for free. And then 2 Optimus Prime because it's just too broken. You gotta run double terraforming. In my opinion, 2 is the best ratio. 3, a lot of times you'll draw into multiples and you never ever want to draw an additional terraforming or draw ritual sanctuary and terraforming. That's a horrible hand because now you only have 3 more cards that have to be the right cards or you're just gonna break. And then double instant fusion. And now instant fusion loves me so much. I don't know why this card loves me so much, but I instant fusion in every game, 89% of all my games. And due to the fact that this has sticky fingers, I have sticky fingers with this, I incorporated Thousand Eyes Restrict into my extra deck because Norden was my only target. And if I didn't got Daigusto Emerald, I'd be drawing dead instant fusions. And for some reason, I draw into this so much. So I basically have 2 targets now for my 2 instant fusions. It's absolutely recyclable, so you can just keep doing it over and over again. Then for 1-ups, we have the 1-Upstart, the 1 Metal Force Fusion, which is really, really, really broken. A lot of people don't understand how insane this card is. This drew me Vanity's Emptiness. This drew me Solemn Warning. This drew me Benton, because what I did was I pre-prepped, then I played Ritual Sanctuary, pitched this, search for Natasha because I already had Machine Angel Ritual, and I was playing, I was playing on luck because I could have searched Benton. I was like, you know what, Heart of the Cards. Shuffled this, drew Benton, made Herald of Perfection and Cyber Angel Natasha first turn. It was broken. And I also searched Star Seraph Scepter and Sovereignty by tributing my Benton twice. So I opened very, very powerful that game. And if Metal Force Fusion didn't draw me that Benton, I would have just screwed myself over because I kind of was playing on a gamble. I could have searched Benton in the first place, but I wanted to be able to make my Herald and Natasha in the same turn. So this really came through with me. It came through for me. So I really love this spell a lot. And then 1 just regular prep. It's too good. It feels at 3. This deck would be retarded. More retarded than it already is. 1 Machine Angel Ritual. Not only does this bring out Natasha, but if somehow they're able to break your board, excluding a Kaiju, because Kaijus are just practically immune to anything except Vanity's Emptiness. If they try to, like basically board wipe you, Raigeki, Dark Hole, Infernoid, Anunchu, you just banish this instead and they stay. And what's more broken is this works for any light monsters. So it's really, really good. And then 1 sexy Raigeki, 1 sexy Soul Charge, and that is it for the spells. The deck has to have a lot of spells because Ritual Sanctuary is the main engine for the spells. Practically the Ritual Sanctuary, Pre-Prep, and Pot of Desires are your main engine cards. So you need a lot of spells to resolve your engine properly. And 2 strikes, 1 sexy Warning, and 1 Vanity's Emptiness. Now the strikes, I've always ran it at 2. It's just always worked a lot better for me at 2 because I draw so much. When I tested it, I kind of theorized and did play test hands with it at 3. And similar to Terraforming, I was drawing too many. And not that Strike is a bad card, it's just I'd rather draw that Benton or that pre-preparation of rights over the Solemn Strike. Because overall, I get more value out of that card than I would ever get value out of this. So the 4 traps, it's like I wouldn't change the lineup at all. The deck doesn't need traps, but the traps allow you to play on a competitive level. And then tokens, just because I don't ever make tokens, but I have them because I like tokens. And then extra deck, my instant fusion targets Norden and Thousand Eyes Restrict. Then the Utopia package, which is broken. Gotta have it. This is an automatic OTK. I actually got to resolve it today against a Metal Foes Zodiac deck, which was I was like, wow, dude, like, did you come up with this on your own? He goes, nah, man, I looked it up on Yugioh Pro. Nonetheless, his deck is broken. And so I was able to actually, I made Utopia the Beyond first. I made 2 Heralds, made all the monsters attack 0, and he had Kieran on board. He had Metaphors Mithrium, and he also had a Zodiac Trident. And I actually baited out the Trident's effect when I activated my Ritual Sanctuary. He used Trident's effect or Drancia, popped my Ritual Sanctuary. I'm like, all right, Gucci. Made my double Herald, went into my Utopia the Lightning off of Instant Fusion, and just swung for exactly 8,000. It was really, really broken. And it was that was one of the 2 OTKs that I mentioned to you today. I OTK going second. It was just broken. So that's the Utopia package. And another cool thing to know is Utopia the Beyond can gain you life points, and Cyber Angel Natasha can gain you life points. So this deck has good synergy going into time. It really is a good option if you want to play competitive. The Infinity package and then the Star Seraph package. Diamond really helped going against the Light Swarms. It was like a Light Swarm Zodiac deck, but he also ran Lawn Mowing, which was just ridiculous. So when I made this on game 3, this is what sealed the duel on game 3. I was able to take it just because of Diamond. And then some generic rank 4s. Now, I know you guys probably have noticed by now I'm not running Herald of Orange Light or Ultimate Zokin in my extra deck. I took them out right before I went out today because I was playtesting my deck, and I actually dead draw Herald of Orange Light 3 times. And I was like, you know what? I can't play the risk of dead drawing this guy because I know Zodiacs are running rampant, and one mistake costs you the duel. So at the last minute, I took out the Herald of Orange Light, my tuner, and my Zolkin and Crystal Wing just for today. It's going to go back into the deck because it's too broken. But I replaced them with Castel and Paladynamo. And then, of course, these are like your draw power, your synergy rank 4s. And this really helps to just swing for extra damage because it makes the monsters attack 0, negates his effect. He floats, draw card, draw card, draw cards. And Castel because he's just too broken. And then the side deck, triple Denko Seka, double Maxi, double Spear Mode, double Lava Golem, double Kaiju, double Dark Hole, and double Quaking. Everything here except for Denko Seka is literally just to break boards. My deck is geared to go second, so naturally the side deck, you just want to side stuff when you're going second. What kind of crap? That's a fly. But yeah, you just want a side deck for going second. You don't really need a side deck for going first. There are some times when I actually side in 2 Quaking Mirror Forces when I'm going first because it's just I'm playing an overwhelming deck. But everything else is pretty much when you're going second. You really don't want to main deck it because this deck is geared for going first. And of course, if you're playing the right deck, you want to side in Denko Sekas regardless of whether you're going first or second. Like Cosmo Artifacts, I didn't draw my Denko Sekas unfortunately, but I did side them against my homie James. And so that's the deck. And hopefully we have some time, and hopefully you guys be patient because I am going to open some Raging Tempest packs. I do know that this video is going to be long, but you know, if you guys are faithful, I hope that you will stick around and watch. So I got some good stuff for you guys. So hopefully, you know, I pray to God, please Jesus, I want to pull some stuff that's of value. Relatively Zodiac stuff. So, okay, we got a Daggerman out of that. And everything else is kind of just, it's alright. So that's the first pack. It is a full box, so it may take time. And I apologize in advance for those of you guys who feel like this video is too long. But also for those of you guys who pay attention to detail, this is very detailed and informative for you. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. And then this is the second pack. Boom, boom. When I saw an XYZ, I thought it was gonna be a Zodiac. It was a stupid train. And yeah, I was told that the Zodiac Bunny Blast and the Ram, like the comments, you will be pulling them like crazy. Alright, that's pack number 2. Please, Jesus, please, Father God, in the name of Jesus, please let me pull something of value so I can make my money back. I spent about 75 bucks on this box, and I really need to pull something that makes it of value. Okay, I'm putting that into my DDDs. Okay, the Zodiac combos, that's looking alright, you know. So far, we haven't relatively pulled anything absolutely broken, but these are some good pulls. I may find some kind of use for, you know, these cards. And I do believe that every pack has minimum 1 holo. So you pretty much, once you see the holo and you know what the holo is, that's when you know whether you got something good or not. And if not, then, you know, it's probably just going to be trash. The Wind Witch chick. Ooh, Natasha. I do love my girl Natasha. I don't know if I would run 2 in my deck because she kind of just works so good, just bringing herself back. But I have an extra if I need it. What I really want to pull is Zodiac Barrage or the Trident, just something like that. Okay, I do have enough to finally do my my Flower Guardians again. Stay tuned for the Flower Guardians. What is this? A Sub-Terror. Okay, True King. That's pretty broken. You guys also stay tuned for my True King what's it called? My True King Yang Zings. I'm gonna be running 3 of the Earth, 3 of the Fire, 3 of the Water, and just synergizing and comboing off with my Yang Zing deck. So stay tuned for that. I think it's gonna be really interesting if you guys wanna check that out. Okay, the Fairy Tale Girl. Please, Jesus, I just need 1 Zodiac. That will make my day. Okay, Dragon Caller Magician. We'll do a recap on the holos. I know I should have mentioned that I'll be opening packs before, I even started the video, but I kind of just wanted to surprise you guys with that after, basically whoever was willing to, stick around and watch the whole video, you would get to, experience this surprise afterwards. Okay, so, the Ancient Gear guy. Not too interested in some of those cards. Really, I want to pull Zodiacs because I want to sell them. I may sell them or I may actually try out Herald of Perfection Zodiac and see how it works. And if it doesn't work, then I'm just going to sell it. All right, awesome. So we pulled Morta, whatever it's called. Let's see, Tiger Morta. There we go. I don't know how much she's worth, but we got to pull a Zodiac. So far, so good. I really have faith that we're going to get some good pulls because Team King of Games has really good luck. And we're blessed. We're blessed. Okay. Ooh, Whiptail. Not bad, not bad. Who knows? I might just get enough Zodiacs to actually, have a complete core to just splash in any deck. And then when I get tired of it, just sell it. Oh, broken. We pulled a Thoroughblade. Reincarnation from our Flower Guardians. Okay, it's looking good. It's looking good. I only bought 1 Raging Tempest because I just prayed to God, like, please, Jesus, I need to pull it off of 1 Raging Tempest because I honestly did not want to spend that much money today. I spent, like, enough. Another Natasha. And my homeboy Rob does run Cyber Angel Heralds like me, so I'm going to give him one of my Natashas for him to use. Okay. Fusion Recycling Plant. Whiptail! That's a sub. Okay. The main thing is probably the Momorat, because that's like, the main combo piece. Like, Momorat is the one you could just put in any deck and make it a Zodiac deck. Utility Wire. Machine Absolute Ritual. Now, this is interesting. From your hand or field, shuffle fairy or warrior type monsters from your graveyard into your deck. Okay, wow. So if I wanted to do more of a pure variant of Cyber Angels, this Machine Absolute Ritual would be pretty broken. Recycle the monsters that you're using for the ritual fodder. That's pretty awesome. And I do want to try to kind of be a bit more faster with like new stuff. A lot of times, I have new stuff and I honestly just don't have time to showcase it to you guys, but I'm gonna work on that, when new cards come out, new sets, new packs and all that, new decks. A lot of people are anticipating it and waiting for it, and they want to see it as soon as possible. So I'm going to try to be a bit more quicker with, getting up-to-date cards for you guys. And thank you guys for your patience and also for your faithfulness to this channel. And we'll definitely make sure we take care of that for you and just make sure that we, we just pull those new cards really fast. So, for example, Wind Witch and the Zodiacs, I'm definitely going to showcase that to you guys as soon as possible. And any other requests that you've made, I'm going to do that as soon as possible. If I haven't done it yet, I just either haven't bought the cards or I haven't had the time. 3 Stacks is a very busy man, and when I have the time, I definitely do commit it to you guys. That's interesting. That's interesting. And the 3rd reincarnation that I needed. Pretty cool. So it's looking good, I'm not gonna lie. I have a really, really good feeling that we're gonna pull something just broken, something just like, wow. Like Zodiac Barrage, where you at though? Okay. Now, sorry again, you guys, for the vertical recording, but I'm just doing what I gotta do for right now. Void Feast, I need that for my front. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, this is what I wanted. This is definitely going into my Heralds, and I have an alternative way to make Ultimate Zokin. I'm definitely gonna put in the third Galaxy Soldier. It's without a doubt. So whew, you guys stay tuned for an update. I can't believe I just freaking pulled it. Honestly, I wish I had a way to edit my videos, because I would have like made this super dramatic right here, this very moment when I pulled him. Wow, the sea monster of Thesis. If I pull an extra one, I'm gonna sell that mess and make my money. Yes! It's getting good, you guys. We pulled the wrap here. Oh, turn up. All right, it's looking good, man. It's really, really, really looking good. You guys may actually be able to see a Zodiac Herald of Perfection deck very soon. And I feel that since Zodiac is kind of the meta, and it is meta for a good reason, that if I find a way to magically, and I will find a way, magically incorporate Zodiac Beast into my Herald of Perfection, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think it'll make my Herald of Perfection deck just more broken than it already is. Having basically all this dual utility, like they stop my Herald, they stop my Stick Chair, they stop my Infinity. Like, I have all these backup plays via the Zodiac Beasts. So I think that'll be interesting. The only challenge would be finding space in the extra deck, not the main deck. Ooh, Delta! And my homeboy Nunu G, he's a member of the team. He runs Magnet Warriors, and he's going to need that because he's always been looking for a better level 4 target for them. And there it is, Delta. So I'm very pleased thus far. And we have 2 more packs, you guys. So let's just pray for the heart of the pool to be with us. And Jesus, he did answer my... Wow. He did answer those prayers, man. That is beautiful. I'm not sure how much that's worth, but I may put him